Okay. Yeah, let's see. Not quite sure if anyone will watch this stream whatsoever. Right now, I don't really care, but here I am. Um, as you can see, right now we are doing pretty much the starting setup for the game. I'm playing this game alone right now. Again, this is just for me testing out the equipment, testing out the internet connectivity. I think that's the most important thing to make sure. And yeah, let's see if everything works out to be okay. In the most unlikely um, situation that you won't know this game, then it's really simple. So what we are trying to do in the game is to get through this deck of cards. I think it's not really 100 cards. It should be 98. Yeah, really poor at math. And yeah, that's the idea, moving through this deck. And yeah, depending on how well we do, the complete victory is when we are really going through the entire deck. That doesn't happen too often. In the solo game, I came close, but you can also consider a partial victory when you, I think, are below 10 cards left or so. I think then you are already doing quite okay, I would say. And yeah, again, I have really no high goals here for today other than really testing my equipment. I already did shuffle this deck a little bit. Maybe let's do this a little bit more. So I'm really not cheating here. I really don't have anything for that. And in a solo game, we are pretty much dealing out 8 cards, and that's what we have to go through. And we will always draw back to 8 cards unless we are running out of cards in the deck. Then yes, we will not do that anymore. So yeah, maybe let's simply do that. And yeah, let's draw some cards here. Okay, I will try to yeah, put them in some order here. Again, we are looking for 8 cards in total. 36, so I already messed things up here in respect to ordering. That's 5. Okay, that's 6, and oops, 7. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I really don't like this hand of cards, actually. And the last card is a 15. Okay, the 15 is at least something, but overall, that's really not a great start. We don't have very high cards. We don't have very low cards. That's really a problem. In the normal multiplayer game, you would now look around the table and ask others, okay, who's going to play first, who wants to play first. Obviously, it's a cooperative game, so if you're playing multiplayer, you both want to get rid of your hands or want to all go through the deck of cards here. You are allowed to talk about the situation, but you're not allowed to talk about the specifics in respect to the numbers. But you can always say, hey, I have a low card here, don't play a card on this pile and whatnot. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that some clever folks have found some hidden codes in between them. So and that's what we also learn when you play that in the family. So the more you play that, the more you are starting to read the other players in your round. And I think that's pretty much the same thing with the mind, actually. But okay. Yeah, that's our hand of cards. And let me go back to the main game board here. And the idea is to play those cards now next to those 4, I would say, rows. In these 2 rows, we have to play downwards. So we could, ideally, we would start now with a 99 and would go down. Same is true here. And ideally here we would start with a 2 and work our way up to the 89. I think 99 is not in the deck. I think it's between 2 and 98, but I could be completely wrong. I don't know. But most certainly we don't have 1 and we don't have 100 in that deck here. And of course, again, the lower the cards are, the better it is to play those cards, let's say, onto this arm. And the higher the cards is, so something in the 90s area would be perfect for this one. But right now, as you have seen, we don't have that. The lowest card we have is a 15. And we have to play 2 cards now. If we cannot play any more cards legally, again, we have to play upwards or downwards, then we have immediately or basically lost the game to that extent. So I think in this case, it's pretty much a no-brainer. We have to go with a 15. And yeah, I think we will play the 15 over here. I think the rules are not very specific. If you have to play them in the pile, they say, okay, because of table space or real estate there, you should play them in a stack. We typically tend to lay them a little bit fanned out so you can kind of see. Not sure if that's already cheating, but no matter what, it's still difficult enough. And oh, thanks, Mike. Oh, really, really, really appreciate the feedback here. And was really not yeah, basically expecting someone to join and chat with me, so really appreciate that, Mike. Awesome stuff. I will hopefully find a way in the near future to also loop in the chat into the window. I failed miserably, but again, that's my testing stuff, so I'm not really again in complete awe in respect to all the other fellow streamers out there. Definitely Paul Grogan or Heavy Cardboard, where it's really amazing job they're doing with these live streams. Totally different beast than recording for yourself in the basement, and yeah, different story. But okay, coming back to the game, we still have to play a second card. You can play more if you want to, but you also only want to play more cards if it really makes sense, obviously. So yeah, let's move back to the cards. And yeah, we could go with a 70 here, but that wouldn't help us either. The thing is, we already see a combo here. There is something which is called a jump back or something like that. I have the German version of the rules, so I'm not really sure how this is called here, but this is something which you can do. So when you have two cards that are exactly 10 points apart from each other, you are allowed to jump back. So I think I will show that to you right now. So we're taking those two cards. We will move back here and we will play this card here. So going from a 15 to a 46 is already pretty bad, but actually moving from a 1 to a 15 was already an amazingly bad start, actually. And now, because again we are doing this jump back and we have a card that's exactly 10 points lower than the previous card, we are allowed to do that. So at least we were able to play 3 cards in this first round, for lack of a better term here. And I'm still not really happy about that, but okay, that's the time when I think I will stop now for this round. So let's move back to our cards. We are down to 5. We always have to go up to a to 8 because we are in a solo game. Okay, that's a 90. Okay, that's something better. So again, that's 7 exactly, and the 42, which is not terrible either, actually. But again, next round we have to play 2 cards, and I think in this case playing the 90 is more or less, yeah, that's set, of course. And we will play the thing in here, moving down to 90. Okay, yeah, hey Grim, thanks for joining. That's the game. Yeah, it's easy as that is the game. Try to find this game on BGG and type in the game. It will take you some time. You have to browse through some of the lists here, actually. But okay, I had to really go with my collection to really search it well. Otherwise, it's really bad. And I think it was a candidate for Spiel des Jahres, actually, but it's still very hard to find on the Geek. We have to play another card, that is, and I guess yeah, it's still not great, but we have the 42 and we have the 43. Playing those two cards next to each other might sound like a good idea, and I think we are doing this. So we're moving to a 42 and we are moving to a 43. So in total we have played 2 cards. We could stop now or we could continue playing, and I think right now there's no immediate reason to play more than that. So let's move back to our cards, and you might see that that's a 77 and a 57. You might be inclined to say, oh yeah, let's jump back. No, that's not allowed. You can only do this jump back when you are moving exactly 10 points apart from each other. So again, we are down to 5 cards. Why are we at 5 cards? Have we played? We only have played 2 cards. Did I draw too few cards already? Am I already cheating myself? Yeah, we are down to 5. I'm not sure what happened. Ah, no, we played the 19. Of course, we played the 90. 13, that's okay-ish, I would say. 40 and 50, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We can do something with that. Oh, that's 7. And a 50. Oh, okay. I think that's a pretty solid turn, actually. So I guess, what are we doing now? That's interesting. We cannot play the 50. No, we have to play those 2 cards, I believe. Yeah, let's do that. Let's move back here. And again, we are doing this little jumperoo here. We are playing the 50. And then because this card is exactly 10 points lower than the 50, we are allowed to do that. So we have basically moved back in time from the 43 down to the 40. So definitely not a bad thing. This time we only played 2 cards. And still we could keep going. So maybe let's have another look. The 13 is okay, but not terrific. So I guess right now let's take it slow. Let's end our round. We will draw 2 more cards. Again, 23 and 13. Again, we can do our little jump. So maybe it's time to... wow, we are already moving high. But I think we have to play those... We have to play 2 cards, and those 2 cards go together pretty nicely, actually. So let's simply play that. So again, we are playing upwards here, and that means we are playing the 23, and then we are moving down to 13. Ideally now, with our next 2 cards, we are drawing the 3, for example. That would be amazing. But I still think for now, let's stop here. Let's stop here for this round. Again, we are down to 6. We will draw... now the 91 comes. Are you kidding me? Okay, and the 21. Yeah, that's not great. That's all not great. I think this game might be over relatively soon. We really had a very, very bad starting hand here, actually. So I don't think... Yeah, it's not great. It's really not great. And yeah, I'm really amazed, actually, that we see some concurrent viewers here. I mean, it's amazing, guys. I was really doing this for myself, pretty much testing the equipment, and well, here you are. Amazing. I really was 100% sure I would do this alone, actually. So absolutely appreciate that. But yeah, let's move back to the main camera. We have to play the 91 now, I guess, in here. And now the rest of our cards certainly suck to some extent. So, I mean, let's move back to the cards. We could go from the 51 to the 57 here. Or we could play this on top of the 40. And we still have to play 1 more card. We could go down from the 90 to a 79, which is only, quote-unquote, an 11-point jump. But the same is true here for this jump here. And the thing is, we already have played some cards here, a lot of cards from the 40th area. So maybe it's not time to say, okay, we won't see too many of those 40 cards anymore in the near future. So maybe something to consider. Again, it's both a jump of 11. From the 11 we could... I think that's okay. Let's go with a 51. And play this card over here. Yep. Now we have played 2 cards. So in theory we could stop, but we could also play the 57 and the 59. Does this help us, or can we wait? Let's wait. Let's wait another round. Okay, 54. Perfect that we waited. So we can now jump, instead from 51 to 57, we can now jump to the 54 and then to the 57. I think that's okay. And then it's the 60, which is also cool because we can combo those 2 pretty nicely together. So I guess that's okay. That's okay. So we can really play a lot of cards now. We will start with this, and this. And I really have to be careful that I'm not messing up here, actually. And again, normally I'm doing this stuff all alone in my basement. I have a lot of time to think in between my turns. So that's why I chose a game which I know at least somewhat well. But still, it's completely different playing this live now. So we're playing the 54, we are playing the 57, and we are playing the 59. So that's okay. Then we are taking the 70 and the 60, which means we are playing the 70 here, and then again we are jumping back in time. That's... You could ask yourself, okay, well, come on, that's only a jump of 1. But yeah, it's an additional card. And again, the name of the game is to get rid of those cards. So the more cards we play, the better it is. Okay. Okay, thanks for the feedback, Grim. Awesome. Good that it works for you. And again, I'm playing around with two cameras here now. Normally when I do my offline recording, I use one camera, but I change those angles, I don't know, 50 times during a video or so, though that's why I have to take things a little bit differently this time, and I'm considering maybe going with 3 cameras at some point in time, but that's okay. For now, it has to make do. But that's cool. We have played 5 cards in total. So let's draw some more. So that's 5. We need, yeah, 82 is not bad. That's 6, 7, 61 is also not bad, absolutely. And okay, I shuffled a card in here that shouldn't belong here. That's one of the cards on fire. We are not playing with the on fire mini expansion. It's tough enough as it is, actually. So, so we can go for the 61 and we can go for the 63. The thing is, we have the 72, which could, or this, we have the 72, and we could wait for the 62 to appear. So I guess we keep going with this line. I mean, that's now, we started extremely bad, but now the cards are coming out in an okay order, I would say. So let's go with the 61 and the 63, I guess. So we are moving over here. That's the 61 and that's the 63. And again, in theory, we could move on. I mean, from the 63 to the 67 is not bad. And we know the 62 is still out there somewhere. And so we could really hope for the best, and we could go for the 77 and then the 67. And maybe that's what I want to do. Why not? Let's do that. Let's go crazy. I didn't really see that in the first place. So again, we are moving to the 77. We are jumping down to the 67, and we can do the same thing. So from here, so let's say next card we could gain the 79. We could then move upwards again, always into the opposite direction to the 89, for example. But I guess that's not terrible. That's really not terrible. We have played 4 cards, so we will keep going. Does this help us? Right now not. It's 5. That's 6. 88, that's good actually. 97, yeah, that's brilliant, but we cannot play it right now. This would have been the perfect card for the starting hand, for example. I think only the 98 is higher than that. I keep forgetting if there's a 99 or not. Okay, we are 6, 7, one more card to go, and that's the 9, and we cannot do anything with a 9 right now. So this card will be with us for quite some time, unless we are drawing the 19 relatively soon. Then we might use it, for example, to jump down here. So getting the 19 with one of our next card would be amazing. So, but what are we going to do? This card is something we are not going to play. This card either. I guess we have to go with some higher cards now, maybe with the 88 and the 81, 82, because we know the 92 is still out there. So yeah, let's do that, right? So we'll take those 2 cards, and sorry, I used the wrong camera. That's bad on me again. I'm learning as I go. So we are moving down here. And we are moving down here. And again, here we are hoping for the 92 to come up. Of course, we don't have the 101, so we cannot wait for that. We can wait forever, actually. Okay, and now I will move back to the cards. Again, apologies for that. We only have played 2 cards, and I guess we are stopping. Could still go for the 79, but there is no immediate need to do that. No, let's not do that. So that's the 24. I mean, yeah, this fits in here nicely somewhat, but we didn't play any low numbers yet. So we still have the 2 out there. We still have 3 and 4 out there. So yeah, I think we have to be very careful again. 7, we need one more. 52. Oh, can we do? No, that's now pretty bad, actually. That's pretty bad. While we are moving up to 6 viewers, that's amazing. It's amazing. I was 100% sure I'm doing this alone, playing this alone. Really appreciate that, guys. So yeah, I guess we will play the 79. It's not ideal, but we will have to live with that. So we are moving this down to 79. Okay, we still have to play at least one more card. We can play more, keep that in mind. So we could go for the 72. And yeah, of course, that's the problem. You see that here, the 72, we already have the 82 out there. So they will never go together. But of course, again, the 72, did I miss that? I may have missed that. When did I draw the 72? I think I already did terribly here. Yeah, I think I did. But yeah, I think in this case, we can play the 72. I think we have to play the 72, actually. So we are playing this here. We have played 2 cards. That's the minimum. And yeah, let's stop. 87, that's okay, perfect. So they go together very nicely. And then we have the 83, which might also work. So yeah, totally we will go for those 2 cards here. You know the drill. And so we are playing the 87 here, and then we are jumping back up in this case, and here we are playing down. That's why we are jumping back up to the 97. So in theory we could play the 83 now, but I guess that's kind of a waste. Let's not do that just yet. And I also have to be careful that I'm not missing out anything here, actually. Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. You have my back. I know, guys, you have my back. And absolutely chime in, let me know what you think, what I should do. It's really amazing, guys, that you are here. I think, yeah, these were, I played 2 cards, right? Yes, I did. So let's move back. I guess let's not. Okay, now now the low numbers come. And the 99, there is nothing. So this answers my question, at least. There is a 99, so there is a 2 in this deck here too. So 99 is the highest number, and we still haven't played the 89 out there. So something to keep in mind. But I think now, this is pretty bad, actually. So I guess there's nothing that goes together. So I guess we are playing those 2 cards now, because there's still a 14 out, if I recall that correctly. Yeah, I think we still have enough table space here. So yeah, we will play the 21 here and the 24 here. And again, I'm not sure if I'm cheating here, if I should see the previous numbers. But again, I'm playing this alone. It's tough enough as it is. I think, bear with me here. Let's see. We are stopping here. We have 6 cards. 98. Yeah, I mean, this would have been the perfect starting hand, but at least it proves I shuffled the deck pretty well. So that's the 12. Is there something to do with the 12? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I now think we really have to do some very terrible decisions. I mean, look at those 2 cards here. Oops, they're just good enough for that. But yeah, we are one short here, basically. It doesn't help us. So I guess we have to play the 27 here. But what next? That was still an okay move, and now I think we have to start making some very ugly decisions. So are we moving from the 97 to the 83 and hoping for the 93 to come up soon? And right now, I guess that's our best bet, actually. So let's do that. So we are putting it down here. Let me move back. Oops. This one here. And I guess that's the best we can do for this round. Terrible. It's down to 6. We have to draw 2 more cards. That's okay, I guess. We can live with that. And the 48. 48 is another pretty rubbish card. So 69, that's a no-brainer. So we are putting it here. Now the 59 would be amazing, but the 59 is here. So we can wait for quite some time to see it again. And in case you're wondering, no, there are no duplicates in this game. All of those cards are pretty unique. And we still have to play one more card. And yeah, again, now those ugly decisions start to come in. And that's so bad. I guess we have to do a major jump now. So we're taking the 48. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. So we are jumping from a 27 to a 48. That's really by far too far of a jump. But yeah, nothing I can do. I have to play 2 cards. And again, the moment I'm no longer able to play 2 cards, I have lost. Then we will stop. We will count the cards. But as we are still having 200 cards in this deck, no, of course I'm exaggerating here, but still a lot of cards. Yeah, there is no point in me counting. If again the combination of my hand and the rest of the discard pile is below 10, then we can consider this as a, let's say, minor victory to some extent. But yeah, let's not hope for that. 2 cards played. We will draw 2 more cards. 65. Is that any good? Is that any good? That's the 80. Okay, at least with the 80 there's something we can do. But the rest is pretty rubbish. So I guess we have to go with the 80 and the 52 now. Again, 2 is the minimum. So the 52 goes in here. That's only 4 points. That's okay. And the 80 has to go in here. I almost played it down here, but this jump would have been crazy too. I guess that's again it. There's no point playing more cards this round. Everything would be terrible. Really terrible choices here. So let's move back to our cards. That's the 92. Yeah, the 82 is out there already. So again, there's nothing right now we can do with it. No. And that's the 19. Yeah, the 19. That was the card you remember I was hoping for, I don't know, 10 rounds ago. Now it's here. But that's very typical for this game here. And we are really coming closer to the end now. Because again, the choices will be pretty ugly. So we have to make minimum jumps now. At least the 65, I guess, has to go in here. That's only quote unquote a 13th jump. Right. And keep in mind, in a core version of the game, every player has some cards. I think in 2-player, everyone has 7 cards, and more you have 6 cards. But you're not allowed to talk about specifics of your cards. You can tell, okay, hey, don't play on this pile. I have something cool in here. But yeah, here are you really puzzling on your way through this game on your own. And it's, I think, in a solo game a little bit more luck dependent than it is in a 2 or 3-player game here, for example, which is definitely beatable. So we have beaten this game definitely more than once, but yeah, it's still something. It's not something that always happens, but when it happens, you're pretty happy. Okay, I was stalling as I was thinking on my cards. So I guess, yeah, we have to make another very, 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 very nasty jump now. Yeah, I think there is nothing we can do. We have the 89 is still out there. So that's the one thing that could still save me some cards. So I think we will play 3 more cards now because we are making ugly jumps. There's no point pushing the undeniable further ahead. And I guess that's still okay. So we're jumping from a 69 to a 92 to a 98 to a 99. And again, the only reason why I'm doing this is because the 89 is still out there somewhere. So if it comes up, we could still at least save this one. For now, this stack is pretty much complete because again, there's no card higher than 100 and we have to go higher. Unless again, we are doing this little jumperoo thing and moving back to the 89, then we could still play maybe the 94 or so. So there are still some options and we have played 4 cards this round. So that was also not terrible. So maybe, yeah, no, let's stick to the 4 cards for now. Maybe this first card was something I could have. Yeah, we shouldn't have done that, I guess. Okay, that's okay, I guess. 78, something we can do. 58, not great. That's 6 cards, 7 cards, 66, and the 41. Okay, we didn't get this 89, obviously. We will take for sure the 78 now, because I guess that's still an okay jump. We know the 88 is already out there somewhere, so let's not wait for something there. We have to play one more card. Maybe the 66, because the 56 is also... I think the 66 is also okay. We can play that. And now I think we have to stop, even though we could maybe do somewhat smaller jumps or so, but as we know, there are still cards out there which could help us here. For example, the 56, I guess it's still there. We should wait now. And again, we have played 2 cards. Hey Sasha, yes, I am a native German speaker. That's why I do sound very German when I speak English. That's what I keep hearing. Thanks for asking. Yeah, let's move back to the cards, and we will draw 2 cards. 44, these cards are mocking me, and the 49. Is there something here that's terrible? That's truly terrible. The cards do not come in the right order. What do they think they are? And right now I don't see any synergies in respect to Jumperoos. Definitely bad. Come on. Yeah, I think I have to go with the 58 and the 49 now. I think that's the best we can do. And we only will play 2 cards. So here the jump is not that bad, but it's still pretty bad. 58, 49. So let me quickly check. I think the 59 is already out there. So we could, in theory, continue playing. The 51, the 54 is also out there. So I think right now there's no real point in playing those 2 cards, because we can still play those without hurting ourselves. But if we are getting... I'm still waiting for that 56, for example, to appear. But yeah, let's see. We still have a hell of a lot of cards, actually. 26 and a 25. Yeah, again, these cards are mocking me. And again, there is no jumping possible. So I guess we will play those 2 for now. Yeah, let's do that. And by the way, it's totally not off topic. I mean, yeah, you should know who you're talking to. So we have to move down here. 44, 44, 41. That's our 2 cards. Again, 51 is already, I think, down here exactly. I think there's nothing better we can do right now. I'm really playing poorly, but I really think that this game is tougher playing solo than playing multiplayer. The 56 is here. Okay, now something cool comes up, but maybe that's the only cool card we are getting here, but I will take it anyway. So the 56 will go in there right away. So again, we are doing the jumperoo here, moving down from 66 down to a 56. Okay, greetings back to Hamburg. I'm in Frankfurt, by the way. So, 7 cards, 7 cards. We have to play at least one more. And what are we going to play? I think we need to go with a 38. Yeah, I think that's the next best card. And we will again play it here. We are moving down. I believe the 48 is still out there, if I recall that correctly. And I guess, yeah, that's that. We will stop here. We will draw 2 more cards, and it's a little bit boring. We're going back and forth, but again, it's not the most... and 2 comes out, of course. Yeah, again, those cards hate me. 53, it's nothing we can work with. I guess, wow, we really have to go down very, very low now. So maybe we go to 26 and 25 now. I think that's the next best thing. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so that's the 26. Again, here we are playing downward. It's something which you have to pay attention to, especially when you're talking and recording this stuff and managing the stream, that you're not starting to play upwards when you should play downwards. And these were the 2 cards, and I guess right now there's also no reason to continue playing, actually. I mean, we still have... Now we have some pretty cool combos here actually, which we can play, but I have to be careful that I'm not missing out on those. That's now something which you have to pay attention to. 31. Is 31 okay? Can we do something with 31? No, not really. 35. 35 is okay. Yeah, we can do the jump. Let's play the 35 for sure. That goes in here. Then we are jumping back up now. That's also allowed. 48 is in top ascending row. Oh gosh, you're right. Yeah, thanks. I'm really fanning those out and I'm not paying attention myself. I really appreciate it. Thanks. So we have to play another card. So we could go for the 31 now, actually, because, yeah, 41 is out. We know that, but I guess playing the 31 should be okay. We can still do some combos. So those go together nicely, though the 19 and the 9 and the 12 and the 2 go together. I think playing those 4 cards could be something to consider. Then we could also still go for the 8 later on. So let's go with a 31, which is perfect. And that's the 31 in here. We played our 2 cards, and I think from now we can stop. There could still be other cards, some more 20s, maybe to pair the 29. Perfect. Let's see that. 9, 19, perfect. Okay, I think that's a combo to consider. 81, that's rubbish right now. But I guess now it's really time to do that. So we are playing those 3 cards here. That's crazy now. It's really crazy. And you can do these kind of things. So we are going down to the 9. We are going down to the 19. We are going down to the 29. So we only made a difference of 2, but still played 3 cards. So these are the combos that you're looking for, actually. And that's what makes this game really, really enjoyable when you do that. And also enjoyable when you play that solo, actually. Those were 3 cards. I think we haven't played 3 cards for a long time now. Or I have. 84. No. 45. Also big no. And I think, yeah, we need one more, right? 17. Okay, now I feel stuck again. So maybe we already have to... We could play the 17, then the 2, then the 12. But then we are already pretty low. But we still have 2 more rows to operate on. So I guess that's okay. So let's try that, right? Now I have to do that in the right order. So, what was the plan? Exactly, we are playing the 17, then we are playing the 2, and then we are going back to the 12. So that was still a pretty high jump, but I think going from 29 to 12 with using 3 cards, it's, I guess, okay-ish. Not great, but something we can. 3. Huh, great. 14, nope, doesn't help at all. 7 cards, right? Yeah, and 1 more. 94. Okay, now everything is terrible. We could go for the 3. Let me see. With the 3 we could. Do we have? No, 13 is out. No. And we know the 2 is also out. So playing the 3 right now may not be our best bet, because then we know this row is absolutely gone. So if we're playing the 3 here, that's that. This row is gone. We can put it together and just say goodbye. So maybe there's something better, or at least which will buy us some time. At least 1 more round or so until something cool comes up. Ah, gosh, okay. Actually, I don't see it. I really don't see it. I think we don't have a chance, but yeah, we could play the 8 and the 3, but still, it's the end. It's the end of this row, but I think that's the best we can do, actually. Come on, help me out here. Yeah, we could also consider now making a huge jump here on the 78 down, but right now it's still something I wanted to keep, we could also play those 2 cards. So maybe I think we have to go with the 8 for now. Yeah, let's play the 8. 8 is okay, I guess. And I think the 18, can you still see that? Yeah, we still have some room here on this side. I think here is more or less the imaginary line. Then I have to reconsider stuff or rearrange stuff here. We still have to play a card. This one time, can we only play 1 card? And by the way, if we are running out of this entire deck here and have to draw then cards still up, but if as soon as we are out of this deck, then we can start playing only 1 card per round. So makes things a little bit more manageable. But it's still a long way to go. So should we now go for the 53? Yeah, let's do that. Let's not use the 3 right now. I think 53 is still an okay card, I guess. And yeah, 63 is out, so we cannot jump back. But let's see what comes out. But let's also stop here and draw 2 more cards. That's the 6. Okay, 6 is better than moving to 3, though that could be our 2 cards for this round at least, without breaking everything to pieces. And the 75 doesn't do us anything, so I guess, do we have the 55 out? Let me move back here. 55, and again, typically you don't do that, but as I'm playing, I think 55 is still out, so that's also an okay card to play. So maybe we could go for the 6, but we know we have the 7 still out, but we also have another row which is going down. So I guess the 45 is an okay card for now. So let's play that here and hope for the best. Yeah, that's okay. And then, And this thinking time is something in my normal videos I would completely edit out. You wouldn't be bothered by it, and now you are. You chose to join me live, though it's all on you. Come on. I think I have to go with a 6 now. Let's play the 6 and let's hold on to, I think there's still a 5 out there. So I guess we could still do somewhat better. Yeah, we are reaching the end of the road, but that's still okay. You can still see stuff. We will draw 2 more cards. 93. Yeah, no, it's nothing. Maybe we can keep it here. And 30. Okay, didn't even consider the 30 yet. Why am I surprised with the 30 actually? I don't know, but I guess now... Oh yeah, some more nasty jumps to do actually. Oh, really bad jumps actually. Yeah, let's go with a 3 for now. Yeah, now we have to play it, unfortunately. We have to play it here. I mean, that's not a bad roll. We have really played a lot of cards, but in total, again, we are playing, wait a second, 98 cards into this row, and I didn't really count. And we didn't play particularly a lot cards here into those 2 counts, but yeah, you also see they're both in the middle, which is usually something you don't want to have, and all of the other rows, they're pretty much maxed out. But here we know we have the 89, at least something out there, which would then help us to play those 2 cards out. So let's see about that. But yeah, I guess we have to go with 30 next. Yes, I think we do. So we have to play this one here. And 40 is out already, so no point waiting for that. And that's really a bummer because we know the 55 is still available as far as I can remember, right? Yeah, I think so. Let's do something more. 47 and the 39. Yeah, that's also not particularly great. It's pretty bad actually, and we don't have... 75 is okay. Yeah, not great, but okay. 14 is bad, but I think 24 is definitely out. Yeah, we have seen that. Come on. Yeah, I think... yeah, we have to go with a 75. 65 for now. I may not like it, but I have to play it. Again, 65 is out. Yeah, it's right next to it, pretty much. And then what next? Do we go to the 81? That's a 6 jump, or do we go to the 14, which would be a 16 jump? So I guess in this case we are moving to the smaller jump, but again we are already reaching the end here too. And for now I guess I would stop. Yeah, I think let's stop. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, for whatever reason I thought these were 7. Then I would have cheated. And 32 and the 68. Okay. Okay, I will go for the 84. I have to, basically. And then we still have to play something more. One more card. Maybe we do have to play the 14 now. Oh, that's so bad. Let's do that. Let's play the 14. That's really terrible stuff. I had some very cool combos going on, but then luck left me as usual. Not even rolling a die here. Come on, what are you doing to me, game? And that's a 10. Oh, okay. Also surprised seeing the 10 now, but it had to be somewhere there. And that's again, this is a combo, but I'm not sure if we can play the combo right now. No, we can't. Unless we are somehow making a surprise move back, actually. So yes, we have to play the 10. Playing it here. I guess the 20 is still out. And then I guess we have to play 93 next. I'm really playing poorly. So 93, I have to play it here. So let's see. 83 is still out as far as I can. No, it's not. It's here. 84 is still out. So I guess playing the 94 now would do. No, 84 is here. What am I talking about? Oh gosh. Didn't I pay attention? I think I didn't, because I think I had this card on my hand for such a long time. At least I think. Should I have played this? Okay. In this case, it also doesn't really matter, because the 83 is out, the 94 is out, 84 is out, so we might as well play it right now. So it doesn't matter. So we are playing, or we played 3 more cards. We will draw 3 more cards. 7, 18, 33. I think we will reach game over now. I don't see. I mean, again, cool combo, but doesn't help us. We don't have the 13, we have the 7, but we don't have the 17, which might be out already. No, it's not. 17 is actually there, but we are not able to play it. Isn't that lovely? And I guess that's game over. So we are playing the 7. That's at least something we can do. Play it here, and then we need either a card that's higher than the 94, and that was maybe the one reason not to play the 94, just to allow ourselves, because we played 3 cards that round, I believe, at least. And I guess, yeah, that would have been maybe the one reason to play, but I think we also just draw the 7. So I guess overall it doesn't really matter in the end too much. And I guess, again, we don't have any card higher than the 94. We don't have a card that's lower than a 7. And we still have to play a card, which means, yeah, that's game over. But just for curiosity, what would be the card? That's the 55. I think we are waiting for the 55 around that time here, which is maybe another 20 minutes ago. So you are too late, my friend. What are you doing here? But okay, that's pretty much the end of the stream, end of the game. Yeah, again, there's no point in me counting those cards again. Only under 10 would be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus the cards in our hand, so we are still at 30 cards or so. Done, or we did, or yeah, sorry, not you guys. I did very, very poorly on that. And yeah, for that I apologize. But the overall idea, again, let me reiterate, that was to test my streaming equipment. Really great that a lot of you guys were joining me here. Do appreciate that a lot. Thanks for your comments, and really didn't think about that or expecting this actually. But it's a ton of fun. It seems the internet is stable enough. I don't see any dropped frames. That's amazing. Lighting seems to be okay. You let me know that the sound seems to be in an okay shape. And don't forget, on Friday, 10, or it's basically the same, around the same time as today, I'm planning to do my playthrough of the Lost Expedition, which is, I guess, a little bit more fun and more colorful to watch, even though the game is also a very fun game here, don't get me wrong. But I think the Expedition, I think it's a cooler game. It's also a cooperative game. You can play it solo, which is what I will do, obviously, and yeah, really looking forward to that. I did a training video on the Expedition just the other day. They were just testing my recording equipment on its own, minus the internet. Worked out to be okay, but again, today was more or less the final test before my real first live stream at the end of this week, and really looking forward to that. And again, appreciate all your comments, appreciate that you were with me here and joined me and saw me in my demise here, losing against the game. But yeah, I definitely lost way more than I won this game for sure. Okay, and with that being said, hope to see you soon in one of my other videos. And yeah, until then, bye bye.